Oh, man, what a week, what a week. The individual mandate, the power to tax, the Commerce Clause. Thanks to the Supreme Court's decision on health care reform, we've all gotten an education on the last few days on both the Constitution and, of course, D.C. politics. Not just D.C. politics, national politics. We want to talk about it now with Noel Sheppard, the associate editor of newsbusters.org. There he is. So, Noel, welcome back. Newsbusters describes its mission here as exposing and combating liberal media bias. So, Noel, again, welcome back to our show. Ever since Thursday,
thank you for having me.
The talking point has been that the health care law is actually a huge tax. But before this thing passed, the focus was all about the mandate, the big government angle. The tax angle completely overshadowed. So who missed the boat on this one?
Well, actually, you know, as a media analyst, it's been really enjoyable the past 3 months watching all of you folks on this incredible roller coaster. I mean, you know, 3 months ago, before the oral arguments, you had people in the media saying that this was clearly going to be upheld. Anthony Kennedy was going to be the swing vote. You even had your own CNN legal analyst, Jeffrey Toobin, about 2 days or 3 days before oral arguments, saying that this was going to be an 8-to-1 vote with even Alito and Roberts and Scalia voting in favor of upholding the mandate. Kind of strange because 3 days later, 4 days later, after the oral arguments hit, Toobin was back on saying this is the health care is dead, ObamaCare is dead, so Kennedy is going to go. Go ahead.
All right, listen, we have two different memories of what happened. Every single network, just about everyone, except for one person who's not on this network who I saw, said that the individual mandate would be struck down, Joel. I don't remember Jeffrey Toobin coming on CNN, and maybe I'm wrong, I didn't see all of it. I do not remember Jeffrey Toobin or anyone else coming on CNN saying that the individual mandate will be upheld. Most people were startled and surprised that it actually was.
No, Don, actually, you're confusing the pre-oral arguments phase with the post-oral arguments. Prior to the oral arguments in March, the media were pretty much unanimous that this was likely going to be upheld and that Anthony Kennedy was going to be the swing vote.
Okay, no, I get you. I understand that. But that's, I mean,
and
that's
then it totally changed.
Ancient history now after that. I mean, let's not get too in the weeds. Let's not get too in the weeds.
Well, but
Can we keep it to this past week? I understand what you're saying. But, you know, as time moves on and people learn things, they change what they think about things. Had it not been for the way the oral arguments went, people would think different. But the oral arguments did happen. Once they happened, most people said it was going to be struck down. So I don't understand.
Right, but the importance of that is how the media responded on Thursday. If this had occurred 3 months ago, the media response on Thursday would have been much more of a disappointment because the expectation prior to March was that it wasn't going to be struck down. So after March, when we all got this vision that it was going to be struck down, at that point in time, Thursday ended up being, you know, a jubilation. The media were enthralled, almost orgasmic.
Oh, no. It was not a jubilation. I watched it, and I saw some anchors on conservative networks. I thought they were going to cry. It was not jubilation.
Certainly.
And I watched CNN, and CNN, there were no happy people on CNN. So don't say that people said, oh, my gosh, what happened? Who died? No, there was no jubilation.
Wait a minute.
Come on, you're looking for things.
There was no jubilation?
Absolutely, not on this network. I don't know. Maybe on other liberal networks, yes. Maybe you are correct.
Okay,
but not on this network,
but remember,
and certainly not on more conservative networks.
But, Don, obviously, I don't just analyze CNN. I mean, I love you and I love CNN. But there are a lot of other networks that I have to watch. And the evening news broadcasts on Thursday, the broadcast, ABC, CBS, NBC evening broadcasts, were all jubilant. They were talking about almost making Roberts a hero, where the previous day they were talking...
Here's the thing, Noel. When I heard some of that analysis, and when someone on an evening newscast leads into a story saying that Justice Roberts is a man of the hour, it doesn't mean that they agree with what Justice Roberts did. It means that that's all people are talking about on the left and on the right is Justice Roberts. So if you're talking about him, whether it's in a good way or a bad way, it means that he's the man of the hour. It doesn't mean that you necessarily agree with what he's doing. That's not jubilation, that's fact.
No, because the previous day and for the previous 3 months, they were talking about how he was a conservative shill. So all of a sudden, because he came out with a ruling which the liberal media liked, he's suddenly a hero. But he was a goat for the previous 3 months, and he's been a goat since the Citizens United ruling. So obviously what it means is for a Supreme Court justice, or really anybody in America today, you're going to be a hero if you do something that the liberal media likes, but you're a goat if they don't. And it can flip-flop in 24 hours.
Well, no, I think that's your
point.
assessment of that. I think that even if someone is talking about him and saying bad things, you can still be the man of the hour. It means that your name is being brought up a lot and that you're being talked about. I have not heard anyone say, anyone on a liberal or a conservative network, that Justice Roberts is a hero. I mean, they may say, yes, you know, Justice Roberts. I have not heard that. And if you've heard it, maybe it's just an interpretation.
We got to broaden your horizons, Don. We got to get you watching more than just CNN, my friend.
I wish we had more time, Joe. We should have a longer segment. Well, I'll have to invite you back on the 10 o'clock show. And I actually like sparring with you. And what's interesting to me, though, is people on Twitter, they see us going back and forth, and they think that we don't like each other because we disagree.
Yep.
There's nothing at all. They take it too seriously.
They really do, because in reality, you and I have some very good exchanges on TV and on Twitter, and yet our followers just hate the fact that we like each other. It's terrible.
We actually talk to each other, right? All right, Noel. Thank you. I appreciate it. We're going to talk more. I'll have you back on, and we'll have a longer conversation. All right?
Look forward to it.
All right.